Hi guys, it's Weston here. So today I'm going to be reviewing the Dali Zensor Pico bookshelf speakers. Now I'd just like to say a massive thank you to Dali for sending these out to review. So let's kick off with the design, and the design of these speakers is fantastic. I mean, they're very clean, they're very modern, and they're very stylish. So up front you've got your grille, which is very simple and very understated and just features the Dali logo at the bottom. Remove the grills and you're just greeted with something even more special. So up top we have the same tweeter arrangement as you get in the Zensor one. So this is surrounded by a lovely silver and black surround and features the Dali nomenclature. Moving down a little bit more and we've got your main event, the mid-bass driver. So here is a highly recognised earthy deep brown mid-bass driver, which is what Dali is known for. So around that you've got a nice black surround with a silver trim as well that matches the tweeter. So the backing plate of these speakers is a very nice high gloss white, and it just looks very nice and just sort of ties in the whole modernist look of these speakers together. Turn the speakers to the side and you'll be experiencing the colour of your choice. So this is either the very nice modern white I have, the black ash, or the light walnut. So you want to pick these depending on your furniture and what other sort of stuff you've got in your setup, but all are equally nice. Then finally turning these speakers all the way around to the back and you've got your keyhole port for wall mounting, so you can actually mount these up high if you want to. Then you've got your tuned bass port, and right at the very bottom you've got your gold plated terminals with a black plastic surround. So now we got to the build quality, and the build, you can really see Dali's attention to detail here. The fit and finish is superb and everything just seems to fit really flush and with a great degree of precision. So looking around the tweeter you'll see a really nice metal surround, and this is actual metal as well, and it just adds a certain touch of premium feel to these speakers. So around the main driver you've got a nice black surround, so this is finished off in a soft touch material, and again something you don't really see on speakers at this price. So even the ports from the back, which often get neglected, are very nicely finished too. Then finally we move on to the grills, and usually these are just a really flimsy plastic affair, but Dali have made these really nice, really strong and really robust. So now we're going to move on to specifications, and these have a frequency response of between 62 Hz to 26,500 Hz. They have a sensitivity of 84 decibels, an impedance of 6 ohms, a sound pressure level of 103 decibels, a recommended amplifier power of between 40 to 125 watt, even though you can run these off a lower powered amp as well. They have a crossover frequency of 2000 Hz. The tweeter is a 25mm soft textile dome, and the mid-bass driver is a 4.5-inch wood fibre one. Finally, the cabinet type is a bass reflex. So now we move on to dimensions and weight. So these speakers are 230mm high by 141mm wide by 196mm deep. So these are very, very compact, and each speaker weighs in at 3.1 kilograms. So now we get onto the sound, and these are paired with a Topping TP22 amplifier, which I know isn't the best, but it's all I have to hand at the minute. Now even with this amp, the bass is very deep, it's very punchy, which I was really surprised at considering the speaker's compact size. The bass is silky smooth, it's rich, and it's very detailed. The mid-range is very light, it's very open, it's very airy, it's clean, it's detailed, and it is on the warmer side of the spectrum. So vocals are very strong, very natural, they breathe really easy, they're very clean, and they have amazing clarity. And these are just sort of the focal point I've noticed of the sound. So the highs are a little touch bright, which I have noticed in other Dali products before, and that just seems to be sort of their signature. But the highs are also very present, but they can be a little bit sharp, I've noticed at times too. Overall, these are a very well-rounded sound, and they provide enough high-quality sound to fill a small to medium-sized room. So up next is the sound tests. Now bear in mind, there's a couple of things to take into consideration here. The speakers aren't properly positioned, the amp isn't the best quality, and obviously yours will probably be much better than what mine is. There is a lot of compression in the audio thanks to YouTube, and there is also a lot of compression as well from video rendering. So what you're hearing is not the same as what I'm hearing, it's just to give you a rough idea of what these speakers actually sound like. So if you don't think they sound very good, believe me, these sound incredible. It's just the audio recording and obviously everything else affects that performance. But here are the samples. So now you've heard all the samples, and let me know down in the comments what you thought. I know they weren't obviously the best ones, but it just gives you a rough idea of what they sound like. So overall, the Dalis, I am very, very impressed with these. The design is really modern, it's really classy and stylish, and if you've got like a really modern setup like I have, they'll just blend in very nicely. The build is top notch, and then you combine the build and the styling with the great specifications and the incredible sound, and you've just got a really incredible set of speakers. Now, they are priced a little bit high at £160, which is a little bit too close to the Zensor 1 in my opinion. For the money though, they are an incredible set of speakers. I just wish they were priced a little bit lower and not so close to the Zensor 1s. Right guys, so that is it, that is my review. I just want to thank Dali again for making this video possible. So thank you all for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. Leave any comments and stuff if you want to. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you all on the very next video.